Right, hello everyone, welcome back to FTRL and welcome to France for the second round of the F3 division. Joining me this evening is Pagani and the birthday boy himself, Raver's Revenge. Good evening.
Afternoon.
Happy birthday to me, yeah. Love it.
Just to reiterate the point, Rivers has not taken any drugs before this performance. This is just him on his birthday. So.
Everything has been legal, I assure you. Up to this point.
Oh, goes it?
After this
After
point,
this
I don't
point,
know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know. Well, God knows. As long as it's free.
Well, have you had a lovely day so far?
Wonderful.
Cool.
Looking at the conditions.
I said, it does look a little bit overcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy skies.
Not many have come out.
For those watching at home, we've got Foggy in the chat already. We do only have 12 people running tonight, but it is that time of year. We do have a lot of people on holiday. Some people are working, so you'll have to bear with us. But we will try and make it as entertaining as possible tonight.
Yeah, it's not just F3 that suffered this week. We only had 14 in F1 and I think we were only due to have 14 in F2 last night if the race could have gone ahead.
I was going to say, it's always F2 that gets the shoddy look at PSN, isn't it? So.
Yeah, and for the second week in a row, F3 has sort of become the guinea pig division as Codemasters have decided to release a game update on race day.
Have indeed. I mean, it's not as large as last.
I'd say it's not as drastic as last week's.
I mean, obviously, there's something to do with setups in there, so hopefully that does work. So people get their actual race setups on this time. Would be nice to see. Well, Foggy's apologising for not being here. Like, it's all right. We know you weren't going to make it, so it's all good. But we'll see you back next week.
I think Charles is the first one to. He's about to come across the line to begin the lap. I think it's the first one. Racing point.
Gentlemen, can I just bring your attention to the tyres? There's a lot of people either on out laps or sat in the pits on the soft tyre.
Yeah. What does that mean? Rain at the beginning?
I mean, there was 2 people to try it in Div 1. F1, sorry. Aaron's in the party, he'll kill me. Sorry. Yeah, in F1...
Tomato.
We had Willie Picks in 6th place who tried the soft tyre, and we also had one Raven's Revenge who got pole, who tried the soft tyre in qualifying. So...
Yeah, but we didn't have rain. That was the difference. A lot of these have gone softs. So.
Yeah.
A lot of them going softs this early in the session,
so,
which suggests either rain and quali.
Are we reading too much into it, or are they just going for it? We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
We've got 2 drivers making their full league debuts this evening. We've got Big Pizzas and
as you say that, Big Pizzas
Hyper GT.
Yeah, where's Hyper done that? He had a bit of a mare last week.
I went on board with Big Pizzas and he was spun going down the straight. So I'm wondering if Big Pizzas and Hyper GT have had it coming together, because it's very difficult to spin on the straight. Like, it wasn't coming onto the straight, and it wasn't anywhere near the chicane, it was literally on the straight.
First person out on track, Charles, has actually just come straight back into the pit, so 5 minutes in, we still don't have a time. Actually, no, T-Smith, there we go.
I mean, with me being not up on track speed just yet, I've done a lot of practice sessions, and I've done a lot of practice sessions with some of these F3 guys, so I've practiced with T-Smith. I know he's very quick over 1 lap. Not necessarily got the consistency just yet. Big Pizzas is a very nice lad. Not necessarily the quickest just yet. I think he'll be giving Agent Panda a run for his money tonight. You got FTRL. I expect big things from him. Has won an FTRL race around France before.
He has.
Was in performance division. He's in the same car as me and blew my socks off. So I'm expecting big things from him tonight.
Yep, Liam also aborted his opening soft run. Last week's pole sitter and race winner.
You've got Matt Claus asking where's preheated oven. That is FTRL oven. I mean, yeah,
He's there.
He's currently sat in the pits.
Hyper GT, damn definitely those tyres went up the temperature and just spun coming out the corner onto the straight. Peatman, hashtag Team Revers.
Standard.
Peatman, good luck to him at TRS.
He's wishing good luck to TOS, who is actually just starting a lap as we speak.
BLT set time on the soft tyre is 33.4, which is half a second behind T Smith on the hard tyre. As Big Pete's in a 32.9 on the soft. Judging off that, you would say that Jamie's time on the soft in 31.6 is very representable compared to T Smith.
I think the one that we all kind of looking out for is Liam. He's got a time comparable to Tico and Zach in the time trial standings, so
yeah,
just on an outlap.
He has spent a lot of time getting that time down, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's very quick.
I mean, I thought Ravers was a sweat, and then I was in a party with Liam.
The bigger sweat than me.
Oh, I can't get this time. And when I look back, it was like a second and a half quicker than what I'd already done. Yeah. But I know Liam is scared of Charles round here. I mean, I know Liam does like to have a look at everyone else and sort of pump everyone else up. So, but I know those two are in a party tonight, so I expect some close battle between those two.
Well, they're both out on the medium tyre.
FTRL oven is coming out of pit lane. I hope he has preheated those tyres.
Nice.
Junkie Sport is on his outlap on the hard tyre. I know he doesn't like France. So, I mean, I hope when he says the hard tyre he's not hoping to crash into every wall and knock all the walls down. But, I mean, we'll see. I'm going to be interested to see what Agent Panda does tonight. Picked up points last week. There's a good opportunity for points again this week. I mean, ex-teammate of mine. I mean,
And
legend, a legend of FTRL.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that is a time and a half. A 31.6 on the medium. Look, that's Charles close to that lap time with Jamie's gone quicker than Jamie on the soft tyre. So.
Yeah, it's been looking at Liam. Looks very good. His lap so far, I think. Watched most of it.
Yeah, well, been watching all of it. It's been very tidy. Wow.
There we go. 30.7.
9/10 faster.
To put that into context, the second place time, so the highest medium tyre in F1 was a 30.5 by Zach, I think. So it's only 2/10 off that, and it's not even a rubbered in track,
It's just
so
started raining.
it's just started raining.
Yep.
And to reiterate,
It's
Liam
just
says he
started
doesn't like
raining.
this track.
Has Liam just timed that absolutely perfectly? But wait, Jamie is out on the softs. He's been doing that. Yeah, he just finished his outlap.
Agent Panda's
Agent
also out on the
Panda.
softs.
Yeah, he invalidated this lap, unfortunately. If not, the first sector he was looking on it.
We've got T Smith coming towards the end of the lap.
He just run wide coming up the straight.
He's on the medium tyre.
But a couple of the boys wishing Ravers happy birthday in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Dunzo and Foggy.
T Smith.
Goes
Second.
P2.
Maybe the one to watch is Jamie then. He's out on the softs.
Well, we've picked him up on the Mistral straight.
How do you know all of these names of things at tracks at every circuit in the world? I don't know.
Because it's Simon. He knows all Formula 1 stuff.
I've got this knack of banking really useless information.
I'm going to be interested to see what three guys that haven't set a lap time yet do. I mean, Junkie Sport is trying to set a time on a hard tyre now.
Well, the oven's back in the pit lane, having not set a time.
Yeah. And Agent Panda is on a second lap on the soft tyre.
I mean,
Jamie is out of VRS already.
yeah,
Yeah, he's used quite a lot.
I'm not quite sure how he used it up that quickly. I don't know if he was drinking it or what.
There you go, second.
Puts himself second.
now of course if the race starts dry, which I'm expecting it to given that two of the guys in the top three are on medium tyres.
Agent Panda. It's a little bit off there. You go, seven lap.
Jamie may be trying your strategy here, Ravers.
I haven't done much wet weather running on this game, but I mean normally when you're running even this sort of wet weather it produces higher tyre wear because you're sliding that little bit. I mean if you get extra tyre wear on those softs, I mean they don't like lasting very long at the best of times.
And the only one I can find who's on the lap is Lee Cole. Everyone else seems to be.
So I've got Big
cooling
Pizzas
down.
on an out lap.
Where's the big pizzas? Is he
Oh, that's no validation.
Yes, Lee Cole. So Lee Cole done his time on the medium. He's trying to improve it on the hard. In conditions that as time goes on, he's.
It's coming back in.
Yeah, they're all coming back in.
I think that's going to be it for quali.
It does look like I'm not seeing much of a sheen on the track just yet, but yeah, I mean you're not going to really improve because it is making it a slick surface. Yeah, I believe there's only Junkie Sport out on track. The oven has come out on an outlap on a hard tyre. I mean obviously he hasn't set a time yet. So anything will be better than nothing.
I mean, that's the thing though. I mean, does he want to set a lap time?
I think it might have been a corner cut. Yeah, he's gone down to 1 EOS. The right-hander.
I mean, other than it's still an out lap anyway. I think.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But yeah, if it's going to be a dry race, it might well suit him to.
Junkie Sport set a lap time. He's in 10th currently. And the important thing is if he does stay 10th, he's going to start on these hard tyres that have already done 3 laps.
If it's a dry race.
That's right, I did use the
dry
word
race,
if.
You would question some of the guys' tyre strategy because you'd want to qualify in the softest bump and go quickest, wouldn't you?
Well, funny thing is, Jamie has actually come back out even though it's raining, he was in the pits. He's come back out on the softs.
He
A
might
couple of them are coming back out.
Some laps, I don't know. I mean, Agent Panda's retired. He doesn't think he can go any quicker. With the conditions available. No, I mean, Owen's in hot lap, but he's run a little bit wide at turn 1.
Yeah, the car didn't
Still
like
hot
that
lap.
second turning.
Yeah. So I'm going to suggest that the lap is still viable.
Yeah, he's still going for it.
Oh, it doesn't look happy.
That track's getting greasy.
Yep, and I think BLT has backed out from his lap. Yeah, he's backed off there. Oh, he's on an out lap. Okay.
Billy O'Connor in the chat saying hi. Hi to yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Matt Corson at preheated will win this. He's got a job on with Liam in the lobby, but I mean, it'd be nice to see. And we do have a spoiler for weather in the chat, but I'm not going to read it out.
Yeah, I've already seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie's lost it.
Jamie's lost it.
Oh,
Jamie,
he's gone.
Yeah, don't try and warm cold dry tyres on a wet track in a straight line.
On that curve as well.
I did something similar at Russia last season. Yeah, I started weaving around that long left-hander, and yeah, I found the wall very quickly. I think 37 seconds into session. So yeah.
Or the wall found you.
Is this where I break out into a love story? Me and the Russian wall.
From the Russian wall with love.
Well, Oven has actually sneaked himself back to 6th.
Yeah, I was going to say, while you two were watching Jamie lose it, I was watching Oven take 6th place on the grid. So Jamie's embarrassment has been spared.
And he's going to start on the hard tyre. As is Charles, shall we say, in 4th.
I mean, it's going to be an interesting strategy. I think everybody's starting on different tyres. Like, no one's starting next to another car.
Liam, T. Smith, Charles, TRS and Lee Cole will start on the medium tyre.
Sorry, I made either.
Jamie, Big Pizzas, BLT and Agent Panda will start on the softs, and Preheated Oven, the only one inside the top 10 on the hard. Junkie Sport and Hyper GT will have a free choice of tyre.
Interesting.
I mean, we obviously didn't see much from Hyper in that session. I'm hoping he has a better race than he had last week. He was looking fairly good, and then the tyres went off, and we nearly renamed the corner after him. So, I mean, there's not many curbs that are too wide around here, not many auto spin corners, so he's hoping he gets through today without spinning, shall we say.
Right.
TOS is still giving it a go here. Nah, he's going to come in, I think. Yep. Oh no, okay.
He's
He's undecided.
Well, Charles has heard us butcher his name, Ravers. He wants it pronounced the English way, please.
Charlie.
Right, so Liam takes his second pole of the season. Jamie sharing the front row with him. T. Smith and Charles third and fourth. Big Pizza's on debut, takes P5 ahead of the Oven in 6th. BLT and Agent Panda, it's an all McLaren 4th row. TRS and Lee Cole round out the top 10, and then we've got Junkie Sport and Hyper GT lining up 11th and 12th.
Well, over here on FTRL and didn't realise it was raining, so I know he bent his driving glasses the other day by sitting on them. Oh, that's looking quite sunny.
I'll say that's better.
I mean, that's the sort of weather you associate with France. You don't associate with overcast weather. So. I must admit, it does look fairly sad having no Ferraris. It looks. Ferrari garage doesn't look very happy.
I was going to say, it's like the mechanics have turned up because I can see the benches and everything inside the garage. I just forgot to bring the cars and the drivers with them.
Oh, I apologise. I'm back.
Didn't realise you'd gone anywhere. Okay.
Sorry. I get that all the time.
Right,
So,
we're calling the Nexus Cats. It's 42 degrees in France currently, so it's realistic weather.
now, are we going to see a similar result to last week with Liam just absolutely bossing proceedings?
I would think so. I think it would take a safety car for that not to happen. Unfortunately, for the people that want a different sort of result. But you got to look at Oven. 6th on the hard tyre if you can avoid a bit of trouble.
Yeah, if he can keep it clean the opening lap, he's in a good place there.
Yeah, should get a podium, I think. The soft tyre is going to go about 4 laps, and that's it. You got to get rid of them after that.
Yeah. So what are we thinking, Jamie?
What
Pizzas.
What's going on here? There's
a massive gap, and
I think Big Pizzas has forgotten to join the front lot.
I mean, Oven's even further back. BLT's gone on with the front 5. Agent Panda's staying behind Oven because he's a legend, so he knows what he's doing.
Well, Big Pizza was it's very close to actually getting a penalty for that, because you can't back up a pack when you're not the pace setter on a formation lap. I think the game can give you like a warning for that. Going too far.
Normally if you're too slow it'll just reset you to the grid, won't it?
Yeah.
So interesting. Hyper starting on the hard tyre from the back, which is a strategy similar to a Mr. FTRL Aaron, who started at the back. And in that F1 race, he had a spin going through that fast left-hander, and he doesn't know why. So that could be attributed to cold tyres. So, I mean, I'll keep an eye on him.
I'll say it'll be something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't spin, that just means he's better than Aaron. So.
I mean, Aaron certainly caught me by surprise. I was directly behind him.
Yeah. Right, well, restart.
Quick lights. Oh, they've gone off on my screen.
So the
lights have gone off on my screen.
There we go.
Bad start from Liam.
Yep, Jamie's,
everybody's walked up.
For the 2nd week running, Jamie's got a lightning start, and he's going to be challenged by T. Smith into turn 1.
Oh, contact with Oven.
Has gone wide. Oh. Panda's spun. Agent Panda's round for turn 1.
think there's a
I mean, we saw
bollard
Jamie
gone
go
flying.
we saw Jamie go very
Monster
defensive
start.
last week.
Monster start from Jamie.
I was going to say, Jamie went from the second row of the grid last week to lead into turn 1 last week.
Big Peter's had a wobble in the straight. Liam round the outside of T. Smith into chicane. It is possible.
Oh,
Depending on the traction
yeah.
out.
It's now a drag race.
FTRL Oven and Junkie Sport have just had a coming together at the chicane. With Oven throwing up inside the fast right hander, but Junkie Sport holds it.
Oh, BOT's gone a bit wide. Oh, BOT and Big Pizza's around.
Big Peter's round. Oh,
Contact.
rejoin
Oh,
traction.
don't rejoin there! Oh.
Agent Panda proving the legend that he is by avoiding the collision.
Cat-like reactions.
I mean, we don't throw the term legend around very often at FTRL, but Agent Panda is one of them. I mean, I think the only other one is Dutch currently, so...
Has Agent Panda done a switchback on his teammate? Oh, teammate!
He was going
It
to the
was so
straight.
close. It was so close.
And that's
We nearly had
compromised
a Mac
Panda
cause.
down the straight.
Yeah. Big Pizza's
Well-
back on him.
I was going to say Agent Panda and Big Pizzas know each other. Agent Panda referred Big Pizzas to FTRL, so...
Right.
Well,
Same tyre.
Well, while we were watching that, Charles has got ahead of T. Smith,
Oh,
And
we've just
Liam-
gone past TRS.
and Liam's lining up Jamie to retake the race lead.
Oh,
And the oven's gone.
That's
got no
a safety
wheel at the
car.
start
He's
of
on
the
the
straight.
track.
Liam's got the move done.
If
Yeah.
that's not a safety car,
Now-
something's wrong.
Where is Oven's car?
Liam's coming back.
On the track.
Jamie's coming back. Pass right under, side by side. Jamie's got the inside. Got inside for the long right hander. Oh, there's contact!
Touch!
There's contact!
Liam's
Liam's drifting.
No damage.
Just dropped him back to 4th place, but he's
Liam's
straight up the
already-
inside of T. Smith.
Oh, it's a good recovery overtake. Has he got damage? Has he?
It was side to side contact,
Front right.
but whenever I go to an opposite camera, I just get a T-cam, so that's not working at the moment. Yeah, he is missing that front right end plate.
Liam, yeah, I thought it was.
Yep. Our runaway race winner from last week has damage, and Charles has made it to the front of the grid. Got past Jamie and all that fracas.
Has he definitely got damage?
I mean, it looked like it from the angle I had, but
I mean, the end plate looks like it's there. On the right.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the
I
the
think
right side of the wing.
I think he's okay, you know.
I mean, I'm just comparing it with Big Pizzas, and it looks the exact same as Big Pizzas actually. So,
Yeah.
well, Liam's got back past Jamie.
Well, you were saying, Pagani, earlier on that Liam was concerned about Charles's pace.
Oh, Jamie's run wide.
Both on the same thing.
That's that Tom through.
I mean, Rivers, you were the one on the soft tyres on Monday. You got Jamie now, 2 laps on his soft tyres, and he's running wide again.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got a penalty.
He's got a time penalty for that one, yeah. He's
Yeah,
getting
he's
off of
doing
them.
the right thing.
Yep,
Get in.
good
get in.
call.
I want to say next catch brings up a big point. Liam did save that, but his tyres will be on fire.
Well, if that's
Liam
the
goes
case,
wide.
if that's the case, he's setting the tracker lights. He's just done a fastest lap with them.
Liam definitely picked up a warning on turn 2 though. He was way off track.
And Nexus Cats has performed with a very technical analysis, and he concluded that from his very professional point of view that he has no damage. So
Good call. Liam on Charles. Charles defends well.
so TRS and Junkie, as pointed out by Aaron, is very close. And Junkie's now up for the overtake.
He's up the inside,
TRS.
yep.
Big
Oh,
Pizzas
must
are
be
gone.
pizzas.
Oh, where is he?
I don't know.
Somewhere.
To start the straight, but I don't know where. I
Somewhere.
don't know if it's the left or the right. So, everyone
Oh,
racing.
Junkie's gone! Junkie's gone! Oh!
Oh,
The
he's been
game
reset.
reset him. The game reset him.
And Hyper's gone.
You look. Oh,
Oh no! Hyper's off track.
can I just say, I went to Junkie, and he is the luckiest person
He is
I've
the
seen.
luckiest person ever. He was in the wall, and the game
If
brought
it
him
went
back on
half
track.
a second more, he'd have lost the front wheel.
Yeah, we were both watching the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, I did hope that Hyper wouldn't spin today, but he's already had one in his lap 5. I mean, he's hoping to keep it down to the 1. I mean, I
Look
won't
at
say how
TRS.
hard-
TRS is in 5th place.
Yeah, he's going along very nicely indeed, and you've got the top 3 running really close together.
Aaron's come up with a point. Maybe there's oil on track. I mean, if not, there's one hell of a skid mark there now. Let's put it that way.
Charles on Liam. Yeah, he's got him. So much more speed. Can you brake in time? Yeah, nice. T. Smith is there as well.
So he's waiting to pick
Point
up
out
any scraps. Oh, Charles!
Agent Panda
There you go!
Oh! Oh my word! Liam and Charles gone. Charles has got
Charles
a
has been given
penalty,
penalty.
and Lee Cole gets into 2nd.
Right, well,
Right, for
I can
reference,
confirm now, Liam has damage.
I think Charles got damage as well. I'm pretty sure that Charles got.
Oh, T. Smith, our leader's lagged out!
Our leader's lagged
No!
out.
Oh
What's
my
happening?
word! Lee
Scenes.
Cole's going to win this. Lee Cole's
Right.
going to win this race.
Charles and Liam will be in a party together. But it is lap 6, it is possible to put the hard tyre on and get to the end from here.
Has Charles
So-
got damage? Has
Liam
he
is
got
not out of
damage?
this race yet.
He's pitted. He's going to go hard to the end. 21 laps.
I mean, T. Smith needs to get back in this. Oh, Panda! Oh! He's spinning pit lane! No! Lee Cole's just picked up a penalty. Oh.
Are we going to have any finishers? I'm starting to think this is going to be one of those races.
Nexus Cats has done an assignment and said, I can confirm that my professional point of view, he does indeed have damage. Charles has just gone straight past Lee as if he's not there on the straight. That Force India is a beast. I don't know if he actually is running any wing at all. He's going that quick in a straight line.
So did Lee had a moment then?
I'm not sure.
He must have, because he went into the lead, didn't
Agent Panda's come out on the medium tyre.
he? Yeah, can he get to the end?
I mean, I did it in a practice session, but I wouldn't want to do it again.
Or is
It was touch and go.
If he gets to the end, he's going to get some serious points.
Well,
Can I
Liam's
just
come back
point
out on
out-
the soft tyre.
So
Well,
Liam's
that's
going for
interesting.
2-stop from
Liam's
here.
2-stopping.
So he's on a medium after this. TRS is currently 4th and has a 6-second gap to Junkie.
So Liam is going to catch the 2 guys in front of him who are on hard tyres. Jamie's going to go to the end because he pitted on lap 5. But then Liam's going to have to pit again. So
Well, T. Smith's force car is still leading this race.
basically the top 5 are going to need to pit again, aren't they?
Junkie's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cut. Naughty.
Yeah, the top 5 will still have to pit.
So this is based at the moment between Jamie and Liam for the win.
O.T. Smith's joined and his car is still in the lead. So, I mean, if he can get back in his car, he'll still be leading this race.
Liam's come to the back of Hyper. Liam's got 4% battery, 5%. He is pushing big time.
I mean, I've been in a few lobbies with Liam, and he's never got angry once, and that's surprising considering I was in a lobby with him. But he's very quick when he's in a normal mood. What's he going to be like when he's angry?
Right, T. Smith was back in his car briefly and he's lagged straight back out of the session.
Oh no. I saw him talking in the lobby. So Charles is going to go back to the race lead very soon.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong. I think it's his Charles to lose because he's so far ahead of Jamie and also Liam.
I mean, yeah, he's half a minute ahead of Liam at the moment.
With Liam needing to stop again.
Yeah.
Currently 20 seconds in front of Jamie. So.
Charles has got some free DRS now as well.
I mean, I was on board with Liam as that incident unfolded, and I don't think, in all honesty, there was much he could have done to avoid Charles's car.
Junkie. Oh, where's Junkie gone? Junkie spun!
Oh, he's gone to the wall!
Oh no!
He's avoided the walls.
We mentioned that Junkie was lucky earlier. He got lucky again and found the only bit of France that doesn't have a wall near it.
I was going to say, he almost went back to the start of the first sector.
That was like a Mario Kart speedrun. I've been watching that on YouTube, by the way. Stuff like that. Yeah, Junkie's now got Hyper within DRS.
I mean, I'd have to query the tyre temperature for Junkie Sport right now. It's had 2 spins on those tyres now.
T. Smith is in, and the car is solid, it's not ghosting, so...
Yeah.
I was going to say, the AI managed to speed in a pit lane for him though.
Yeah, hard tyres. So as long as he's back in his car, this might not be too bad for him. Oh, he got held up there.
He got held massively there.
Did he get held, or did he just not hold the clutch because there was no one else in pit lane?
Yeah,
so
maybe he didn't.
I think the light was definitely green.
Yeah. I still think T. Smith's going to, as long as he stays in the game, he's going to be, again, some good points.
I mean, I'm just going on board with Hyper GT. He was less than a second behind Junkie, but he went to Nani and back at turn 1 and 2. Like, I didn't know where he was. He was that far off track. And Hyper does have front wing damage on that left hand side. I don't know if that's new, or if we've run with it for a few laps. But
Oh, it's just gone wide, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He's definitely got front left damage.
So that brings Agent Panda back into the fight.
Oh, he's completely missed the corner.
Cool, well, Aaron is Team Nicole, so... I had to take a double take there, because I just saw Nexus Cats put hashtag Team Ass, and then changed it to Team Haas.
Hyper's really struggling.
Junkie Sport. Does he have any front wing? Like, it doesn't look like that car is turning at all. Oh, it does have some. So one guess it's red damage on the front left. And...
Yeah,
oh, so extra information. BLT in the second McLaren. It's his first ever league race, and he's currently on for some points. So.
Fair play. Hyper's in.
Charles has got a 7-second lead to Lee at the moment. But the gap to Jamie has only increased by another second since I last looked. However, Liam is pushing, but
He's
on the
not.
soft.
I was going to say, Liam's pushing, but he's not getting it that far away from T. Smith behind him. That gap's just hovering at around 3 seconds.
Yeah, Liam's going to be in next 2 or 3 laps. 4 laps maybe. He'll have to put another, well, a set of mediums on to the end.
I mean, what mediums go, what, 12 laps? In theory, but I mean, it can take them
I'll say you
15,
can.
16 even further.
I mean, if he's got a fresh set in his locker, then he could easily do 17 or 18 on them.
But I was just thinking for the boys that started the race on them, because like, we're on lap 11 now, so we'll be expecting those boys in the pits before long.
Can I just say, anyone in the chat, predictions, podium, please. At this moment in time, lap 11 of 27, with all these penalties and different strategies and damage and everything, get your predictions in, because everyone's going to predict something different, I guarantee you.
I mean, you said that Liam isn't pulling away, he really isn't. I mean, I don't know if he's looking after tyres so they go a bit further, or...
I mean, he stretched it 7/10 in a lap, so...
I know, but the fastest guy on this grid on the softest tyre compound against the hardest compound, you'd expect a little more.
Charles is in.
Charles obviously doesn't want to get undercut.
Lee Cole's in.
What's TRS going to do? We want to see a pit stop or go for the lead of the race?
Right, Charles had a 5-second stop go to serve.
And TRS, is he going to lead the race?
He is.
Yes, he is.
TRS is leading the race.
Jamie P2, Liam's up to 3rd, but has to pit again. Charles gets out right in front of T. Smith, who's up the inside into turn 1. They're side by side through 2.
Ooh.
And T. Smith is ahead of Charles, but Charles on the fresher tyre.
Welcome TRS to leading a Grand Prix club. Welcome to the club.
But leading the French Grand Prix Club, which is a very exclusive committee that you're part of.
I am, yeah. Did it for 3
TRS
laps.
has gone deep.
He's gone deep in
Oh, he's
defence
gone-
against Jamie.
oh. Jamie's through. Jamie's tyre's going to get him to the end.
Yes.
Been
When
on
you-
them for 8 laps.
When you put him on at the end of lap 3.
Yeah, that's going to be about 70%. I think.
I mean, this battle between T. Smith and Charles is going to be interesting. I mean, there's 3 laps tyre difference. Hyper GT's got a 3-second time penalty.
Is TRS going to come in this lap?
He peels to the
wouldn't
right,
guess so,
he's
but,
in.
Yeah, it's coming in. Oh, a little bit slow on the entry.
I mean, the amount of people that got 5-second stop goes, it might be worth it come the end.
Anything can happen. It's one of them. Yeah, good pit stop. Junkies down the pit lane. Pit straight, should I say. Junkies on 12 lap of mediums. He's going to have to stop again.
I'm going to say they were fresh from the start, so probably got 1 or 2 laps more than the others. But I mean, really, it could be what, about 40% more now, so you could take them 17 laps, but then you got to weigh up, would it be quicker just to go on the hard tyre from here?
Yeah.
Oh, Charles had a moment out of the chicane.
The thing is, Liam's got to stop again. He has to stop again.
I was going to say, he was only 9/10 behind Jamie, and now it's 1.5 coming out with a chicane.
Yeah. These tyres are gone, and he's only got 17% battery.
I mean, 7 laps on a set of softs, even if they are fresh, is still...
Yeah, they're no good. Get rid. Mediums to the end.
I was going to say, where's that going to drop him if he does pit? Probably to 9th.
Yeah.
BLT.
He might get out in front of TRS.
TRS on fresh tyres.
Oh, yellow flag. Junkie's gone
It's
round.
Junkie, and TRS has had to slow down for it.
12 laps on the medium, obviously with 3 spins now. Those tyre temps aren't going to be happy. Tyre wear's not going to be happy.
Yeah, that's going to get Liam out ahead of this battle.
But Junkie's carrying on. But however, TRS having a slow up has brought Agent Panda into the fight.
So Liam's gone on to the hards. He's 25 seconds behind our race leader.
Damage limitation, I think, for Liam.
Got 13 seconds to Lee Cole in P4.
I mean, we currently have a 3-car train forming behind the Junkie, TRS and Agent Panda.
I think it's only going to be a matter of time before the top 3 bunch up. Look at the tyre wear, the tyre length that they've spent
Yeah,
on
the
those tyres.
age of tyre.
10.52.
Yeah.
We might have a 3-way battle for the top 3 positions.
Oh, Junkie! Had another moment in front of TRS.
If Nexus Cats are just pointing out facts now, but I hate sneezing with a nosebleed, it just isn't fun. I mean,
Maybe don't sneeze.
the Aaron pointing out
Maybe don't sneeze.
there's only one driver on track without a warning. And that driver is TRS.
TRS.
Right, Junkie
Who
finally
inherits
gets off
6th.
that medium tyre.
Junkie sped into pit lane.
Oh.
Right, Charles has got himself back within DRS range of T Smith now.
He should come out in front of Hyper. Should Junkie. Gone on the hard tyre with... Okay.
I'm looking at people like Agent Panda and BLT. I'm looking at their tyre wear. Mediums 9 and 13 laps. They're going to have to pit again.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
TRS is absolutely, if you can just keep it on the grey bit,
I mean,
guaranteed top 6.
BLT's probably got 5 laps in that tyre at best.
Yep.
Right, we do have a question in the chat asking, is this game worth buying?
Who said that?
Casey_1.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go, there's your answer.
I concur, yes.
Nah, it's an improvement over last year's game for definite. So, if you enjoy F1, I'd say yes.
Agent Panda is threatening TRS.
Yep, and Charles is threatening T Smith.
What was it, Charles is looking...
got him on this one. Oh, late braking. He's got him.
We have another question. Even with a standard controller, I'd say yes again. Just I'd say.
I think you need
I
to
mean,
get the upgraded controller. Get the upgraded one.
Right, a lot of people have gone to wheel, but I know myself included use a controller, and we manage
fuck
just
well.
fine.
Just get the upgraded controller.
And we always have a laugh with it. So yes, I would suggest buying it.
Right, BLT has pitted onto another set of medium tyres.
So, do we think he's going to catch Hyper? With 2.3 seconds with a 6 lap tyre difference. If I can put my teeth in.
This battle for the lead is developing because Charles has so much of a tyre advantage than Jamie, but then T. Smith's going to hang on the back of him. Liam gets a... is that a penalty?
Fastest
Oh, no,
lap.
fastest lap.
I mean, there is some cloud cover coming over, but I don't think it affects what I'm rain. Oh, Agent Panda's in pit lane. Don't speed, don't speed! But he will still have to send 5 seconds stop before he got earlier.
Hyper got a penalty.
So where's this going to bring Agent Panda out in relation to Junkie? Junkie's going to be in front. As is Hyper, and it's going to be close with BLT. That 5 second stop goes drop the Agent Panda to the back of this field. But as we've said many times, he does have the capability to be able to get through traffic if you can keep it on the black stuff. Nexus Cats. TRS to win on penalties. I mean, I know we do have an air penalty, but
That's ambitious, I think.
38 seconds behind Jamie currently. I think we might know if Jamie had that many penalties, but you never know. I mean, there's still 9 laps to go.
Right, we got the top 3 all virtually within DRS range of one another.
Get your predictions in. Who are these 3 going to win the race? Or
We have had some
another?
predictions, but I have to scroll back, and my phone doesn't like doing that. So Aaron's gone with Charles to win, T. Smith and then Lee Cole as the top 3. Nexus Cats, TRS to win, Charles second and Liam third. Donzo's gone for Charles, T. Smith and Liam. FTRL Oven, who unfortunately had an incident early on, says Charles, Liam and Tom. Tom is T. Smith. So, that's about it. Then
Right, so
Nexus
when
Cats- go on.
I was going to say, when Liam pitted 5 laps ago, he was,
8 seconds, wasn't it?
well, it was 14 or 13 seconds to Lee Cole. It's now down to 3.
Charles is very close now. He's going to go for it. Yeah, he's got it.
And Charles, for about, what, the 4th time in this race, takes the lead.
Agent Panda on his teammate. In the chicane on the back straight. Little bit of wheel banging, but makes the move. Now he's going to try and chase down Hyper GT. Who in turn is struggling with a fast right-hander on 8 lap old mediums, who's trying to catch down trying to chase down Junkie's boat. But yeah, Charles got in front with DRS. Jamie's not letting him get away, and T. Smith is 2/10 behind those two. So. And you'd think tailwear wise that Jamie's probably going to start falling back slowly, but I mean, you don't know. I mean, tailwear isn't the harshest around France, as Liam is on the back of Lee. Adrian Panda's close at a second on Hyper in her lap. He is on the charge.
Oh, Jamie's gone off. Jamie went off track. T. Smith's gone through.
Did he go off on the straight?
Yeah, he went left on the straight.
But the only time I've seen somebody go off on a straight was when I saw you get like a double puncture at Mexico.
Whoa.
I'm saying there was a reason for that one.
Liam has passed Lee Cole into turn 1, round the outside.
I mean, can he catch Jamie, who's 14.5 seconds in front of him in 7 laps? I mean, that's asking 2 seconds a lap.
It's
Might be
also, it's
tad
also
much.
asking Jamie's tyres to survive that long. Which they should, in theory. But at what pace difference?
Well, Adrian Panda's closing in on Hyper, but he's also bringing his teammate with him. BLT's going for a carton line around the outside, which tend to work in the wet. Not so much in the dry, but I mean, he's giving it all he can, and just staying on the back of Panda. I mean, Lee is doing what Lee does. I mean, GT Sport, he's quite happy finishing 4th, finishing 5th. Just get on with it. And got a gap to Liam now, got a 26-second gap to TRS. So I think Lee is set for 5th place. Do we now reckon that this battle for the top 3 is now a battle for the top 2? So I believe
Yeah.
Jamie's falling off.
Yeah, Jamie's dropping off.
As in the gap was 14.6 to Liam, it's now 13 flat. Hyper with another penalty, so I mean, unless something happens, I'm going to guess that Hyper's going to finish last with all the penalties I've seen him get. But he is having to steer left from that very fast right-hander. Because the McLarens are in battle once again. However, Hyper is slowly closing at the back at Junkie Sport as well, so we might have a battle with those 4 towards the end of the race. Especially with Hyper on 10-lap old mediums as it is. Oh, Agent Panda's dropped behind BLT by a second half. I wonder if he's had a... Oh, BLT's letting Panda go. I wonder if there's been a slight collision between the two. Not what you want to see between teammates, but, I mean, nice driving to let him back through. I mean, I wouldn't have done that in my first league race, I'd have just kept going, so it's nice to see.
I mean, BLT's fuel light is on already. So I hope he's aware of that.
Liam's got the gap to down to 11.9. He is pushing, but you only got 1.1 on that lap, which isn't enough. But if Jamie's tyres do fall off a cliff, I mean, you never know. But T. Smith is...
Yeah. We were going to say the same thing.
He's just caught right at the back of Charles again.
He's gone for it.
Sent it. He sent it.
He's got damage and spun.
Bad move.
It was a bad move, but he didn't rejoin the tracker and save money. He did let Jamie go through, which shows he's using his head.
But it's cost him potentially the win.
Well, it could do more than that.
Because he's got damage.
He's got damage.
Well, Aaron's looking at penalties in the chat. I'm not going to. I want to leave it as a surprise for myself anyway.
Yeah, me too.
So, you would think unless
gonna-
something strange happens.
Well, this is going to bring Liam back on the podium, I think, because T-Smith's going to lose so much time. Depends on which side is his wing damage. Is
Well,
it left or right?
it should be right. He's pitting.
Is it right?
So he's going on a soft to the end, you would think. If he has any
Yeah.
left.
Soft to the end. Liam goes to third.
So that'll
Lee
drop
Cole goes to
T.
fourth.
Smith to fifth.
Honestly, you would think now that Charles should win this, in theory.
Will it drop him to fifth? I mean, it's a long pit lane.
Well, TRS is 20 seconds
I'll say
behind.
T. Smith is going to come out fifth.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to blame my update of timings for that.
Okay, I just had a message from James, or FTRL oven, or preheated oven. I asked him what happened when he lost his wheel. Stupid mistake, he lost his head on cold tyres.
Cold tyres.
I've just went on board with BLT and he's got his fuel light on and absolutely no ERS.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he's sliding.
One of those curbs. I mean, his fuel light keeps going on and off on my screen, so I would say he's normally where I run my fuel, which is 0.1 or something.
Yeah, he probably just picked up a 1 in there as well on that second last corner. The thing is, I mean, I've not looked at penalties, but T. Smith is, I mean, he's rapidly catching Lee Cole. Maybe it's kind of a damage limitation for T. Smith.
I've just gone on board with Hyper, and those tyres don't look happy at all. He's on his 13th lap on mediums. He was sideways at
Liam
turn
is-
5.
Liam has just set the fastest lap on 10 lap older tyres. T. Smith. Okay, that was his out lap, effectively. So T. Smith's probably going to set fastest lap now.
I'm going to go on board with Hyper for this fast right-hander. I just want to check something.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get near it, does he?
Yeah, it's looking very light, that car through the... I mean, he's been steering left to go right. I think he's been watching Cars the movie. I mean, works for Lightning McQueen, not so much in F1 cars. But, I mean, he's currently sat in 8th place, but he has about 30 seconds in penalties from what I've counted myself. But it's still a points finish. Just get to the end. Don't get disqualified.
I'm afraid to say, for fans of the underdog, T. Smith is going to catch Lee Cole, because that gap between those two is tumbling rapidly. I mean, it's half a second since I started.
So
that
is the
sentence.
gap between Liam and Jamie, but I don't think it's tumbling quick enough.
Yeah. I think the podium is set as it is. I think it's just a battle for fourth at the moment, and then the rest.
Well,
is...
yeah, that top three could jumble around still on penalties. You never know.
Mm.
I was going to say, I'm just intrigued to see what Liam thinks about that incident that he had. It's going to be...
If he stays on the podium, I mean, he is like 10 seconds ahead of Lee Cole, but you never know. Like Simon just said.
The incident Liam had, it was just unfortunate. It was almost the incident that Aaron had last night. Lost it through that fast right-hander, and Liam he was too close to react to it.
T. Smith is now 3.8 seconds behind. When I started moaning about it, it was 6 seconds.
Well, I would suggest that you brought it to our attention, you weren't moaning about it. You know.
It's now 3.1 seconds. Oh, it's 3.2. Lee Cole has extended that. Oh,
No, it's 2.9.
I mean, they're both running 1 down the straight, so they're obviously trying to save some ERS. I mean, it's getting to the stage now where you really want to start using everything you've got. I mean, Charles has 60%. Jeremy has 9.
What's Lee Cole got? 46.
46.
He's got to start using it. Got to start using it. 2 laps left.
I mean, Hyper GT's on 40%. Junkie Sport is on 84% ERS. I think he might have just left it in 2 all race, but he is in 1 at the moment. So.
2 laps left. 2 seconds between Lee Cole and T Smith. Lee Cole actually needs to use his ERS quickly.
I mean, I've been behind Lee in GT Sport race before, and he usually fights tooth and nail, but I haven't seen him fight as hard on F1. I mean, obviously it's a lot easier, a lot harder to fight tooth and nail on F1 with the damage model, but I mean, he's fighting for 4th. I mean, I'd expect some sort of fight from him, unless it gets done on a straight, which would be a bit. I mean, yeah, Lee's in 2 on the straight. T Smith's in 5.
Unless he knows he has a penalty advantage.
Oh, I would say it's going to get done here.
Yeah, around the outside.
Ooh. He half kept the nose in there, made T Smith think about turning in.
I mean, Liam's got the gap to 2.7 to Jamie, but leader Charles has started the final lap, and he's catching traffic. He's got to catch BLT this lap.
Yeah, well, there's a car right there. That's right, yeah.
We're just on board with Hyper, and he was off track on the straight. I don't know if he's had a wiggle coming on the straight with those very worn tyres. I want to keep an eye on Hyper through this fast right-hander again, just in case. Oh, that's a curb! That's a curb! He's in the wall! Oh, he's gone!
Oh, he's lost the wheel.
He's gone!
Oh, on the last lap. Dear me.
I thought I quite have a bit of a wiggle coming on the straight, and then he clipped the curve going on the fast right-hander. And unfortunately for him, unlike Junkie Sport, it didn't reset him before he got to the wall. BLT get out of the way nicely for Charles in first place. So. I mean, that does sort of stem the fight between himself and Agent Panda.
Yeah, old Charles crosses the line to take his maiden F3 victory.
Is he going to stay there?
5.9 to Jamie.
Jamie crosses the line. Liam jumps Jamie on penalties.
Well, this is going to be an interesting commentary box. I mean, I know there wasn't anything to do between them, but... P. Smith...
Finishes 4th.
Lee
Does he get
jumps
by
in.
Lee? He does. Yeah, Lee knew.
Lee knew. Yep. He's a smart driver, is Lee.
Now we're waiting for what appears to be the crowd favourite in F3. It's TRS.
TRS.
I think there was 2 drivers in F1 that got no penalties. So if TRS has made it to the end with no penalties, he's one of 3 drivers in 2 divisions to not get a penalty. As well as finish 6th in his race. That's a fantastic drive.
Yep.
I mean, Junkie Sport, he's had 3 spins this race and is about to finish 7th. I mean, I have seen a couple of penalties pop up, so he might be close between himself and Panda. Agent Panda's weaving, he's happy with himself. Oh, the gap was only 2.6 at the line, with penalties. But Junkie Sport keeps 7th. Oh, am I seeing Brendan Lee on the podium? That's not good.
TOS did have a penalty. He had one penalty.
I mean, it's still good. Aaron, are you still here? I don't know if you want to invite them, if I suggest them, or if not, I'll find them.
Yes, no problem. So is it Charles, Liam and Jamie?
Yeah. Well, Chunky Sports happy with 7th place. Hyper's not happy. Can we bring in that god awful curb again?
Let's have a think about this, because I don't mean to offend any of these drivers, but TRS, we saw what he did last season, struggled, he's just come 6th. Lee Cole, no one fancied him ever, has just come, was it 4th? 5th?
4th?
4th in the end.
Do you know what I mean?
Bonjour.
They're going to be absolutely buzzing.
Bonjour.
Bonsoir, ça va?
Oui. I don't know French, so.
Ça va bien.
that's cool.
Oh, tu parles pour le moment en français?
No clue.
Well,
Don't have a clue.
Parlez-vous anglais, s'il vous plaît.
let's just not do that. Right, I'm gonna invite Lee Cole because I'm not sure whether Jamie's gonna join.
No.
I'm fucking trash.
You're not. Sponge.
Oh, well, Jamie's here, so
Jamie
if you
is
have
here.
Lee join us as well, then we'll have a full
Foresight.
party.
Cool. Make sure you all
Snake
know when your
seat.
voice to be shared, lads.
I believe
Yeah, I
mine
just
is
did that.
fine.
Cool, I'll leave you to it.
It is. It is.
Right, well, while we wait for Lee to see if he is joining us, Sai, I'll let you crack on.
Thank you. Right, so we'll get things started with our race winner, Charles. Maiden victory in F3, an eventful race, it's got to be said. Do you want to talk us through it from your perspective?
Yeah. Well, start was decent, I guess. Then we had some fights between me, Liam, Jamie, and T Smith. Then went all well till I decided to full throttle a corner that you cannot full throttle. Liam hit me. I got a 5-second time penalty, and from then on it was just struggling to get back. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate incident you had. So
Have you seen, by the way, have you seen the incident between me and T Smith? Because I literally did not know what happened.
I can't remember, but I was definitely on board with Liam for the incident between you two. So what was that? Was that just purely a loss of traction on worn tyres, or?
I did it before, like I did a race earlier this week with the soft tyres, and then I could full throttle it on the right side, so I decided to do it again, because if I was braking, Liam would hit me anyway. So I decided not to brake, because then I would brake check him.
Mhm.
And then my car just snapped mid-corner and tried to save it, but didn't work.
Now, Liam said in one of the chats earlier this week that he was worried about you around this track, and his fears proved to be correct. So,
I'm not sure that's what he had in mind, but
are there any other circuits where you feel you could have his number?
Probably Baku, that's the only one, actually, yeah.
It's next week.
That's
Yeah.
next week, yep.
Yeah, I did time trial on it a lot, so we'll see.
Okay, mate,
Other
well,
tracks I don't know.
yeah,
Can I ask Charles a question?
go ahead.
Can I just jump in? Charles, do you know the Dutch tradition in FTRL? Because it's quite a big thing around these parts.
What's the Dutch tradition?
They fucking win everything. And,
Oh,
And you happen to be having the Dutch flag in the lobby there, so
Yeah,
I mean-
I will probably need to change that because I'm not part of that tradition. As long as Liam is in the lobby, no.
No.
but you are Dutch, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Dutch.
Well, there you go. Yeah, and they tend to win everything in Division 1, so...
Well, I will try.
I mean, Ravers, I'm sorry about this, but Zach did win this last season, and he's French.
It's fine.
Yeah, but I mean,
Nah,
they
my Dutch
tend
boys
to
got
win.
this season.
No.
Does that mean I get to talk to Liam now?
You do. Great job from you tonight, Charles, and yeah, good luck for next week.
Thanks, mate.
Go on in, Pagani, take it away.
Well, I mean, Liam, we had some practice sessions earlier this week around France,
We did.
and you were quicker than me while eating.
It was lovely. It was chicken and waffles. It was great. So tight.
I mean, how did that race go for you? I mean, qualifying to start went well?
Qualifying did go well. Yeah, qualifying was okay.
Obviously-
It was. I thought on the lap, I thought it was really messy, but it turned out to just be ridiculous come the line. So qualifying went well, and the race not so much, but we've managed to recover.
I mean, we were informed by Ravers that that qualifying time you did on the medium was literally 0.2 slower than the fastest on mediums in F1. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Really cool.
Zach.
Could be to do with the patch.
So-
A patch came out today, so maybe. But that's really nice.
So-
That's cool.
I would suggest that you're fairly quick, just to put that out there.
Thank you.
No, obviously, what happened at the start, we must start there because it's a start. But
Oh,
yeah,
comically, I forgot to put my glasses on, and literally scurrying towards my glasses box. I just about managed to get it off the line, and yeah, it wasn't that great. So that's what happened off the start, and then I managed to, I can't even remember now. I managed to sort of get back into second, maybe. I can't remember.
I mean,
and then me and Jamie had a small coming together in the long right-hander, which, to be fair, I think I might have just misjudged it, but that's okay.
yeah, we saw you drifting. That was
Yeah, it was a small
Nice
little bit of
save.
contact. Yeah, it was cute. Yeah, and then obviously we went on, and then Charles, I mean, that was just racing the sky. I had options to go, chose the wrong way because I'm a spanner. And yeah, ruined myself basically. I could have gone off to the left because there's more runoff than probably the actual track. So I could have just gone off there, but obviously I turned right like a mong, and yeah, pretty much ruined his race as well, so I apologise. But no, yeah, so we had a nice recovery, soft onto hards again, and yeah, managed to get to the end. Had some
I mean-
pace over the
usually going soft to hard does tend to work in everyday situations, but we'll leave that till after. But yeah, I
That was
mean
exceptional.
that's a first and a second out of 2 races. I mean, championship this season, or where do you see
Championship.
yourself the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it, but obviously Charles was bloody quick. T Smith in this race was bloody quick. I think Baku, he's literally going to win by about 50 seconds, but you know, we'll see. I think it's still wide open. Yeah, at the moment.
I mean, but one last thing, we did see FTRL 11 have an unfortunate incident and crash. As you're so close to him, how did this affect when you saw him retire? Did like a tear fall? As just
When I didn't obviously I didn't see it, but when I did see the message pop up at the bottom, total joy and laughter came to me. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, he sounds so dope, and I was like, this is gonna be a great race, and it was. No, commiserations to him. He's had a poor race. Same with T Smith. I think he got maybe like, I don't know what happened with him and Charles. Maybe he lunged at the inside a little bit and misjudged it, but yeah, I don't know. They both had unfortunate races today.
oh yeah, that incident. I saw.
Oh yeah, that incident. Yeah, we were on board with that.
It, now that I remembered it, it did seem a bit aggressive, shall we say, on the brakes, but
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, it's with that corner, it can be. So what?
it can be a bit deceiving. So,
Yes.
but yeah.
Mhm.
But congrats on the P2, and
Thank you.
no doubt we'll see her in the commentary box probably next week.
So.
No comment. Thank you.
I hope you enjoy practicing Baku more than you enjoy practicing France, because I know you haven't been on friendly terms with the track, shall we say?
No. Horrid circuit.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Jamie,
Yes.
what's up?
What's that?
Is that your debut?
No, I raced last week too.
Literally racing.
I've got the wrong person. Well, that's it. That's your debut podium. Is that right?
Yeah, in this league, yeah.
So you pitted quite early. You avoided all sort of trouble, but then you must have seen those guys coming behind you. Do you think actually race win might not be happening for me this week? What were your thoughts at that moment?
Well, I knew I'd just be happy with the podium, so if anything, I just went conservative on him. Charles overtook me for the lead, and I knew I wasn't going to fight him back because my tyres weren't up to spec with his. And then T. Smith came along, and I decided to let him go because I had a feeling if T. Smith was to catch up to Charles and they were battling, then I had a feeling they were going to come together, and eventually they did. And yeah.
I've got a question. You don't sound Mexican.
Oh no, I'm not.
Why have you got a Mexican flag? The question is, why have you got a Mexican flag? I mean,
Charles with the banter.
oh, you don't know.
Well, my rainbow driver's Mexican, so.
Right.
I'm well.
It's all understandable now, I suppose.
Oh.
So right. So next week, Baku.
I'm probably gonna crash.
Wait, well, everyone's going to say that.
I don't know. I don't know what my pace is around there. I don't tend to practice.
Oh, fair enough. Oh well played on your P3, and good luck for next week.
Yep. Thank you.
I was going to suggest that Aaron might interview Lee, but since we just left the party, Si, you're up. There you go.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
So, Lee, welcome to the podium interviews.
Hi.
Bet you're a bit
Hola.
surprised you're here.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't realise you put an extra stop on for the special award.
Yeah, well, you had a special drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that race for you, man?
I don't think it could have gone a lot better, really. Qualified poorly. I had a big moment on my fast lap on medium tyres. I tried to go on the hards, but invalidated, so there was no point in improving. I didn't think a strategy with the soft tyres was probably going to work for me, so decided to stick with the one stop, go medium to hards. Hooked at the start quite well, picked up a couple of places, Oven then sort of ran wide, and that let me through him. I had a bit of a coming together with Big Pizzas and BTL on the exit of turn 2, but everything sort of pointing in the straight, everything kept pointing in the right direction at least, and then they helped each other off later around the lap, and that kind of left me in P5. Obviously the four at the front were probably long gone, and I think without any accidents I don't think I was going to trouble them, so I was a bit surprised when I saw Liam and Charles having their little moment together. So I was like, oh, maybe, depending on what happened to their cars, chance of a podium outside at that point. So it was just a case of doing my own race, really. Just running at a pace, keeping penalties to a minimum. Unfortunately, when Charles came up to behind me, I kind of got a bit giddy and took too much curb and picked up that penalty straight away. But clean. And then just did my race. I let Charles go all the way. Same with Liam. Again, I knew they were just going to walk away, so there was no point fighting them. So I just let them go. And then when I thought T Smith might be making another stop because he had pitted quite early. And obviously Jeff was telling me he had a 5-second penalty, so I knew he was there or thereabouts, but for some reason my screen was telling me he was like 10 seconds back, and I was looking on the map and he's like, there's definitely no way he's that far back, he's about 4 or 5 seconds, so that was lying to me. So when I could hear his engine noise, it was telling me he's 5 seconds behind. I was just like, I don't think he is. So again, he was on fresh tyres. There was no point fighting it. Just trying to stay as close as I could do, and got him on penalties.
I say, did you know about his penalties?
Yeah, I checked on the MFD, and he said he had a 5-second penalty. But I knew I had a 3-second penalty as well. So I thought if I can get within a couple of seconds at the end, then maybe I could catch him on the penalties. But I thought I made a bit of a mess of it. But apparently, I just did enough.
Right, we know.
Soy un pobre mexicano.
Nice.
He's not Mexican. That's what he said.
Mexicana.
Very nice.
So just a final
I am a
quick one
Mexican
for
person.
Lee. We know from GT you're a pretty clean and consistent driver, and that seems to have carried across quite nicely onto this game. So is that sort of the focus for you, just to keep that up?
Yeah, I think I'm still some way shy of the fastest guys like Liam and Charles and T Smith and Jamie. So my aim for the season is just to pick up solid points, and on the occasion where they do slip up, then if I'm racing cleanly and consistently, then chances are I'll be within striking distance to pick up the pieces, which today was the case. So yeah, just got to keep it on the track and hope something comes my way. But worst case scenario is I expect after the first couple of laps where I pulled the gap on TRS, and I was quite a comfortable 5th place, and I'd have been happy finishing there. To pick up 4th is just an added bonus. 4th is my position to pick up. It's my favourite position to finish on GT Sport, and now it's my favourite position to finish on F1 as well.
Right, well done, mate, and carry it on for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, and that concludes Formula 1 at France for this week. Next week it's Baku week. Normally throws up some pretty interesting and exciting races, so yeah, we hope you can join us on Monday for the F1 stream with Joe Burns and Lee Cole. We'll see you then.